Hey guys, it's Ailani, and today I will be finally telling you guys my side of the story. This has been really hard, like this situation, because of all the hate and everything. So yeah. So everyone is assuming reasons why I don't want to do YouTube with them anymore, but I'm going to tell you guys the real reason why. So the first reason is because I felt like I was being forced to do YouTube, and it just wasn't fun anymore. For an example, when I wanted to go to a friend's house, I would have to do like 7 videos in one day, which is like, it's like a lot. And then sometimes when we were thirsty or hungry, like Amanda would just tell us stuff like, drink your spit, because you didn't do enough videos. And that was like, it's pretty bad. While I was at school, she took my everything, even stuff that she didn't buy. She just took it away, everything that I actually used, and just took it to her house. And while I was at school, when I came home, I didn't see. The week that I quit YouTube, I was supposed to get a XR and an Apple Watch, but I didn't get it because I quit YouTube with them. And then they got Olivia and Nerea the XR, which they made them give to other people. They had to give the phones, their phones that they bought for them, to other people. So what was the point? The point was to make me jealous. That's all they really. She said, see, if you would have stayed with us and did videos, then you would have got this too. And I'm just looking there like, I don't really care. And when I quit YouTube, by Christmas time, I wasn't even allowed to, on Christmas when I went to their house, because I wasn't even allowed to go up to my room. I wasn't allowed to go upstairs at all. I had to use the downstairs bathroom. I had to stay downstairs. And she tried to make me feel like I had nothing if I wasn't doing YouTube with them. She wanted me to regret leaving. The best Christmas present was that I didn't have to be with them. I just feel like I'm a kid and I should have choices, not like big choices, but choices at least. I don't think they should control my whole life. And that's why my mom came and she stepped up for me, because I guess we all had enough of it. Guys, would you not want your mom to step in and save you if you were getting used, blackmailed, doing something that you didn't want to do, and then just felt like you got everything taken away from you? And I did all these videos, but I didn't have a savings account. I wasn't making any money. All the money went to them. We would get stuff, but not like shoes, clothes, but I wouldn't get to choose what I want to get for all the videos that I did. I just want to let you guys know, I always lived with my mom. 5th grade year, I was with my mom more than I was with them. I was there for 5 weeks, and then maybe this summer they wanted me to be at their house more. All the stuff that they bought was usually, it just stayed at their house. Even iPads, clothes, shoes, it all stayed at their house. And usually for the videos, they wouldn't let us take anything home to actually wear unless it was raggedy. And even after Christmas, they still put me in the thumbnails, the titles, the videos. Even after I said I didn't want to do YouTube with them, they still were making money off of me. And they weren't speaking to me at that time, which was also really weird, but I was still in the thumbnails. And my mom didn't even want me from this. She wanted a YouTube channel so that she could make money for a college account for us. That's all that she ever wanted. She didn't want money to get clothes for herself, to get new perfume. It was just to make a college. What mom? You can ask your mom right now. Who wouldn't want that? And by the way, I never said I didn't want to do YouTube permanently. I said I didn't want to do just YouTube with them, because they just made everything boring. They made it so stressful. They kept forcing me and blackmailing me. It's fun when I do YouTube with Samantha, because I get to go places that are actually fun. I don't get blackmailed, I don't get forced, I don't get screamed at for no reason. Okay. She literally told my mom, try YouTube if you think that you could do it. That's why we tried it. And I guess she also got mad when me and Yaya planned to like hang out, because I think she thought that they were helping me with YouTube. I actually really don't know why she was mad, but some reason she was just mad. But all I wanted to do was just hang out at that time with my best friend, and yes, that just upset her. And she also told people to unfollow my Instagram, but she knew it was real. She just like literally, she knew about it at that time, but she just didn't want people to follow it, so she said it was a fake page. It's like she didn't want me to get big if it wasn't with her. And that same day, she texted my mom. She is going to expose her for the snake she is that's on her son. Yeah, just because I went to go hang out with Yaya. This is where my mom part of the story is, and if I'm not making what I'm saying clear, maybe she will. Yeah.
So everyone who doesn't know, I'm Ailani's mom, Sherry, and I just want to step back a little bit. I want you to know that Harry and Amanda have been like my kids for 10 years. We've been together. I have thought of them as a son and a daughter for all of this time. I've treated them equally to my own kids. So this has been, for Ailani and I, an experience like none of you can imagine. Very, very, very painful. But it is what it is, and we really, really tried not to put this out there because we didn't want to make the situation any more negative than it already is. But for Ailani, it's been really hard not to have her story put out there. So just to bring everything up to speed, in October, November, Ailani started to get sick of YouTube. You have to put yourself in the shoes of a 10-year-old, 11-year-old. All of a sudden, that you become a YouTube star overnight, and no matter where you go, you're getting a ton of attention. In school, you're getting attention. It's a lot. It was a lot to process. So one, she needed a little break. Two, Amanda's personality can be a little bit bullying and a little bit pushy. So Ailani and she were butting heads a lot, and she just really said, you know what, I want to take a break from YouTube. Amanda did not take this well at all, and it just wasn't very nice. And at one point, Amanda's exact words were, you know what, I'm done with Ailani. And it was really hurtful because at this point, everyone knows Amanda and Ailani are not blood sisters because they let that out there. But Ailani's been their sister since she was a baby. And that was really, really hurtful to be disowned over YouTube. And that pretty much came up to Christmas time. Christmas time, they didn't get any presents for Ailani, but when we were there, they did hand her $200, but material items aren't important. But the point that did matter is when Ailani went to go upstairs to use the bathroom at their house, they said, no, you're not even allowed upstairs. That's the point that Ailani was trying to make. And that's basically saying, you don't do what we want you to do, so you're not part of our family like that anymore. That's the message they were giving. And there was a lot of other things that led up to this. It wasn't just one. There was big arguments, there was threatened to expose this, threatened to expose that, all kind of blackmail going on, and it just was getting to be an ugly situation. But we were trying to keep everything cool because you know what, we're a family and families go through things. And hopefully they don't go through things on social media. But this is where we are. So the thumbnail for Christmas was Ailani got no presents, and that was sort of irritating to me. And at this point, separately from what Ailani's going through, me as a mother, and remember, I love Amanda, so I'm very proud her having succeeded, I'm seeing the girls getting success, but at the same time I'm looking, and let me just take a step back. I did suggest to Amanda and Jimmy that they get the house in Miami. There was a reason for that. I said, why don't you get a house in Miami? Because one, the girls will be closer. It would be 20 to 30 minutes as opposed to an hour and a half, which means it was a lot less driving every single week. Which means if the girls had a friend's party to go to or something that they wanted to do, they could still do that without interfering with the video schedule. So I was really looking out for both the girls' happiness and also for Amanda and Jimmy's video schedule. So the other part was Amanda was about to have a baby. She was pregnant, and I said, you know what, you're gonna have a baby, so if you're closer, your family is gonna be there to help you. Which to me makes a whole lot of sense because it's your first baby, you don't know what you're doing yet. You need family around, everybody needs family around. So for me, that was coming from that spot. I never suggested that they get a huge house. That was Amanda's choice. My point that I was making was get a house closer to home so that we would all be closer, which was very practical. So just to clear that up, that was not ill-intended. And when I put the girls into extracurricular activities, the reason that I did that, was because Amanda and Jimmy had moved there right around Thanksgiving. And In a month, they had picked up the girls one time. So I'm working a lot. And by the way, I'm not a homeless person or unemployed. I'm a real estate broker with my own business, and I'm a professional that's been taking care of myself and my family for a whole lot of years. But I was working a lot. I didn't want the girls sitting on electronics. So I put them into an after-school program where they would learn capoeira and dance, and they were having fun. That was not to interfere with anyone's video schedule. They were not picking, it was on weekdays, and they weren't picking up the girls.
We had school.
Yeah, it was after school to keep them busy. So there was no ill intention in that. There was no deceit, no spite, and I don't know how. It was money out of my pocket being spent. It wasn't something to take money from them. Anyway, so let's step forward now to after Christmas. So Amanda basically said, you know what, you try YouTube with Ailani. You can go ahead and try it. And basically telling me that she's not going to give me a channel because I had asked for either They Love Ailani or Pierre Sisters, because I said, you know what, I don't want to take money out of your pockets because I know that you're getting used to a certain standard of living. But we had an agreement at the very beginning of this, and I never pushed for it, where the girls would get a certain amount, a certain percent. And they never had that, and I never pushed for it. But it was getting to be the time when, hey, there should be an account for the girls, not just Gucci's and Balenciagos that sit in a closet, but there should be something being saved. So I said, hey, why don't you give me a channel, and then I'll find a way to make it work, that they can be skits, someone help produce it. I'll even give you money off of it.